Hello, agents. From a somewhat gloomy morning here in Minnesota, um, decided to get out and try to do some ingress before the absolute sweltering heat gets in here because we are going to experience a heat wave today. I think they said the heat index was going to be around 100 something. I'm not built for that, so I'm hoping to be inside for most of the day. But I did want to show you, this is actually my third attempt at recording this. Because my screen recordings kept failing. It turned out I needed to clear a bunch of space in my hard drive. But now you should have a screen recording playing somewhere here as I'm talking. And I wanted to show you this because I've been trying something new and different. See, the thing is, when doing sort of local, like small fielding, like defensive linking, the the rule that I was given, or the guidance that I was given, is to shoot for between 4 and 6 links per portal. That should ensure that you're not like accidentally making layers. Oh, there was some lightning. Oh, I better get home soon. You should make sure that you're not accidentally making layers, and generally trying to maximize the number of links on each portal for the defensive stats. However, recently I've been trying something new. I'm sitting here in Dunning Recreation Center, Dunning Sports Complex here in St. Paul. I started a couple days ago by picking a portal kind of in the middle of all this and using that as the base and making sure that each portal has 6 links, exactly 6. And I have to say, it started out real easy. If you're linking up like a small sort of dense area, it's a really good way to do things because you can, the mental sort of gymnastics are not very complicated. It's really just kind of going in a circle and just expanding your fields out one portal at a time. However, as you can see in the video, the mental gymnastics have become a little bit more complicated. Once you start jumping from that sort of smaller, dense area to slightly more residential areas where the portals are kind of, blocks and blocks apart, it can be a little bit more complicated. And you can see that, I think, a little bit in the gameplay here as I'm having to go, several blocks away and then link back like 3 portals kind of in a very slim, like a thin lane in order to make sure that I have the number of links that I'm shooting for. So I guess part of me making this video is telling you about this cool thing that I'm trying, but part of me is also asking, I think probably there are as many strategies in this game as there are ingress players. So if you have a different way that you link up your home area, or if you've tried this way and you know it doesn't work, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that, because I don't know, I feel like I've never quite nailed what I want to do with my my defensive linking, and it would be good to have sort of other opinions. Obviously, I've heard of the between 4 and 6 rule, and I've heard of people who have standing, big layers over their home area, and those are both great strategies, I think. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody try to do 6 links per portal. Um, I think maybe 5 links per portal might be better. Take the average of the 4 to 6 as opposed to the high end. That said, I think part of the reason I'm doing this is just mentally I'm like, well, you can tile a plane with hexagons, so surely I should be able to do this. But I don't think that's how spherical geometry works, and I don't think that tiling a plane has anything to do with randomly distributed points on a map. So I may have built myself some walls that I'm, diving headfirst into. That said, I think I have had some experiences where I had to do the sort of long linking through very thin lanes, but then I was able to sort of recover the pattern. So I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm interested to hear what y'all think. And also, like I said, I'm seeing some storm clouds on the horizon, so I should probably get home. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I'm thankful that I could actually record this finally, because I kept trying. Like I said, it was impossible to get my screen recording to work. But I think I've yammered on long enough that the screen recording is either finished or shortly will be finished. So, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. See you, agents.